So recently I made a video on the DBD survivor stereotypes and I tier listed them. So today I'm going to be doing killer main stereotypes and tier listing them. And I just want to reiterate that this is just based on my personal experience with killers and what I think that each killer's mains typically play like and kind of like their play style, and tier list it based on my experiences. So I'm gonna start with Wraith. So I feel like there's two kinds of Wraith mains. Like there's either the super noob Wraith mains or there's like super experienced Wraith mains. Like I don't feel like I've ever encountered like a medium skill level Wraith. Like either they're like they never know when to uncloak and they're just like chasing one survivor for the entire match, or like they're super experienced and like they creep up on you, do jump scares, and like take everyone out really quick. So I feel like Wraith is kind of like a real hit or miss kind of killer. It depends on like the skill level. But you know, I think it's pretty fun like to play against Wraith, and whenever I see a Wraith, I'm not like, oh my god, it's Wraith. I know some people don't like playing against Wraiths, but I personally do. And I also like really respect like really high rank Wraith mains, because I know a lot of people say that Wraith is kind of a weak killer and it's more of like a noob killer. But some people do think that Wraith can also be really good in high ranks. So I'm just gonna put Wraith in A. Maybe I'm like a little biased because I used to be a Wraith main when I first started playing DBD, and I still kind of have a soft spot for Wraith, so I'm gonna put him in A. The twins. Honestly, I never see people playing the twins anymore. Like, I feel like I saw the twins a lot when it first came out, but people don't really play the twins anymore, so I don't really know what to say about twins mains, except that they're super unique. But honestly, my personal experience with people that are really good with the twins are that they're really annoying to play against because they tend to just slug a lot. And I in particular remember a match against the twins where literally like the twins slugged all four of us and like left us slugged the entire time until everyone bled out. And kind of that's what my experience has been with people that play the twins a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in D, because it's really like not a fun killer. I hate going up against the twins, and twins mains seem to have like a really like a kind of play style that it's not very fun to play against. I mean, no hate to twins mains, but I just don't find it very fun. Trickster. Honestly, I feel like there's not that many Trickster mains out there because I feel like Trickster's power was kind of like a lot of survivors hated playing against Trickster, and like they would DC every time they saw Trickster, and then they like buffed him and stuff in between, and like Trickster's skill level has kind of changed over time. And even to this day, like I know a lot of people still hate Trickster, but I feel like the people that still play Trickster have kind of figured out a way to play really well with him. And I feel like Trickster mains are like super passionate about being Trickster mains. Like I've definitely seen that in like some of the comments on some of my other YouTube videos and stuff. Like people that main Trickster are very passionate about it. I'm gonna kind of put him in C because, I mean, I still don't find Trickster like very fun to go against, and a Trickster main's playstyles are also kind of still annoying to me personally, but I don't know, like I feel like I've kind of gotten over my extreme hate for Trickster, like so I'm definitely not gonna like put him in D or anything. It's just like I feel like when an average person like loads into a match with Trickster, like they're not excited about it, even if they're not dreading it. So that's why I'm putting him in C. Trapper is kind of like Wraith again because he's one of those killers where either it's like a complete noob and they like kind of just either don't even set any traps and just like M1 everyone the whole time, or they set traps and step in their own traps, or like it's a super experienced trapper where like they'll put traps in like the weirdest places where you don't expect it and everybody will get caught in their traps. And you know, I feel like I see a lot of baby trappers getting bullied, but I also see a lot of like experienced trappers who like disappear for like the first couple minutes of the match, and then in like the second half of the match, like everyone is constantly falling in their traps. So for that reason, I'm gonna put him in A, just like Wraith, because I think it's kind of interesting, you know, to go against a trapper because you never really know what you're gonna get. Like if you're gonna get the noob one, it might be kind of fun to run them around a little bit, and then if you get an experienced one, it's kind of fun to see like how they place their traps and stuff. Spirit mains. You know, I feel like spirit mains really have it hard because a lot of people, like, I feel like used to hate on spirit mains a lot. I know spirit got like nerfed recently, which I think like spirit mains probably didn't like that nerf at all because it just like makes her not as fun to play, in my opinion. But spirit mains, they're kind of like, I don't care what other people think, I'm just gonna play the game how I want to play the game, and I'm gonna play the killer that I find fun. And usually people that play spirit, I feel like, are pretty good with her, and what I really like about spirit is like her jump scares and stuff like that. You know, I don't really have anything against spirit anymore. Like, I really used to hate playing against her, but I've kind of gotten over that recently and kind of just like find it pretty fun. I'm gonna put her in like B because I feel like, you know, when it comes to playing against spirit, like stereotypically, like people, you know, expect the match to be kind of annoying, but you know, it's not terrible. Okay, Myers. Honestly, I feel like out of the killers that people simp for, Myers is like one of the most popular ones. I don't know. I feel like it's always fun to load into a match against Myers because, you know, first of all, like it's one of like the few killers that can still jump scare you. And Myers, like I feel like they have like very different play styles depending on it. Like some people I feel like really enjoy like the fun like tombstone kills and like the scratched mirror side of Myers. Other people kind of play more with like his typical powers and stuff. So I feel like Myers mains are kind of like a lot of mix of people. Like there's not really one particular way to play Myers that you see over and over again. So I kind of like really like the variety of Myers, and I also like once I started playing Myers, I kind of shifted away from being a Wraith main to being a Myers main. So maybe I'm a little bit biased in terms of that, but I think I'm gonna have to put him in S. Like just because there's so many variety of play styles as to like how Myers mains like typically play. And usually Myers mains are also pretty good, I feel like. Like you don't really see that many noob Myers. Like you might see like trolling or friendly ones, but not like actual noobs. Plague. Honestly, I really respect Plague mains because Plague is so underrated. I feel like Plague is actually a really good killer if you learn her power, which I personally never have, but I feel like I've seen a lot of like really good Plague mains out there, and I feel like people that actually main Plague are really, really good at Plague, and they're one of like the few that actually main her. Like when you run into a Plague in a typical match, like, you know, they might be really bad because you don't really see people playing Plague that much. Like either it's like their first time playing Plague or they're like a super expert at Plague. And in terms of stereotypes, like honestly, I feel like I run into expert Plagues more than noob Plagues. Like either I don't see her at all, and when I do, like it's an expert. So just because of how much I respect Plague mains because no one plays her, like I feel like I'm gonna have to put her in S. Okay, Pig. So I feel like Pig definitely has a stereotype of being friendly because of the whole boop the snoot thing. I mean, if you guys have seen my last video though, like that there was like a pig that my friends and I played against where that pig was just like the most confusing killer I've ever seen. Like they were trolling so hard, but in a way that was not fun for us really. But pigs, like when I typically think of pig mains, I feel like they generally tend to be friendly. It's kind of like one of the fun killers. And that's kind of like my favorite part of DBD is when killers troll like in a fun way. So I'm gonna put pig in S because like I just like find the stereotype of pig to be nice, like generally speaking. Oni. I'm trying to think of Oni mains. Like, I feel like Oni mains are usually really good. Like, I don't think I really ever see bad Onis very much. Like, Oni mains are pretty intense and scary, and I feel like they're just always really good. So, you know, like, it's kind of fun to see that because, again, Oni is like kind of one of those underrated killers. So I'm gonna put it in S again because I feel like Oni mains are really cool. Okay, Nurse. Nurse is one of those killers that if they are new to the game, it's like super fun to just like loop them. Like it's just so funny when these new nurses are like blinking around and they just like disappear into the basement or something. But I feel like people that, and the other side of that though is like the really, really, really good nurse mains. And I feel like most people that actually choose to main nurse are actually expert level. Because people, I feel like that play nurse for the first time and they don't like it or they find it really difficult and they get frustrated after playing her a couple of times, they just like completely give up on nurse. Like they don't continue maining nurse. I feel like the only people that continue maining nurse is like the people that are willing to put in like the time and like the practice to actually get good with her. So nurse mains are honestly like really amazing. I feel like, I mean, if you are a nurse main, like props to you for real. I think I'm also gonna put nurse in S. Like I feel like I'm putting everybody in S, but I mean, I feel like nurse mains definitely deserve it. And if you're a nurse main and like you're a tryhard, I feel like it's like completely valid, honestly. Okay, Freddy mains, like I feel like Freddy mains are kind of similar to spirit mains in the sense that like they don't care if people hate them for playing Freddy. Like they're just gonna still continue playing Freddy and have fun like the way that they want to. Because just like Spirit, like I feel like I encounter a lot of people like saying that Freddy is too OP and he's such a good killer, and like they really get annoyed playing against Freddy's, and it is annoying to play against Freddy's in like the dream world and stuff. And you know, I don't know though, but like people that main Freddy are kind of just like Spirit mains. Like that's what all I really gotta say about that. So I mean, I do respect people that just think like, you know, I don't really care what other people say. I'm gonna play whatever killer I want to. That will make the game fun for me. But again, it is annoying to play against Freddy's, and stereotypically, like Freddy's do just tend to be like really annoying, I feel like. You know, I think I've encountered like maybe one friendly Freddy, but yeah, I'm just gonna put Freddy in B. Same as Spirit, honestly. Nemesis mains. Now, this is an interesting one. I feel like people that still main Nemesis are definitely kind of like unique because I don't know, like when the Resident Evil chapter first came out, like I saw Nemesis literally all of the time. Like every player was playing Nemesis. But I feel like Nemesis players actually faded out like pretty quick. I don't know if it's just me, but I completely stopped seeing Nemesis in my matches. And I don't know if it's like the zombies or like what it is, but I just didn't see people playing Nemesis as much. I'm not really sure if I've formed an opinion on Nemesis mains yet. Like I feel like Nemesis mains aren't particularly good. Like I feel like people that play Nemesis more kind of just play it because, you know, it's Resident Evil and it's Nemesis. Like it's more for like actually playing the character rather than playing for his perks or his abilities or his skills. Like at least that's how it comes across to me. So I think Nemesis is kind of like maybe like a solid like C, because I don't know, I just don't have much of an opinion on Nemesis like in a particularly good way either. And I just find Nemesis annoying, honestly, with the zombies and everything. So Legion mains. I feel like Legion mains are actually really interesting, and I feel like if you're a Legion main, like you're pretty cool. I don't know, I don't like see them very much, but the ones that do are, I kind of feel like diehard Legion mains, which is very interesting to me because I'm not really sure why that is. Like there are some killers that people just like standard main and like they don't really feel some type of way about it, but I feel like people that main Legion are like very, very passionate about it, kind of like the Trickster thing. And I, like when I've played Legion, I've just like found his power like really difficult to master, so I do like really respect people that play Legion a lot and are good with Legion. And Legion cosmetics are just so amazing too, and like everything about Legion, like the lobby music and everything, I really like Legion, honestly. So I'm kind of torn between putting Legion in S or A, just because I feel like Legion mains are very unique and I do respect that a lot. Yeah, you know, I'm just gonna put Legion in S. Actually, I'm not gonna put Legion in S, I'm gonna put Legion in A, because though I feel like most Legion mains are pretty chill, there are some Legion mains that definitely take advantage of, you know, the frenzy thing, and they're just like constantly having all the survivors in the state where they need to mend, and those games can really drag out and get really annoying, and I have definitely seen more than one Legion with that playstyle, so for that reason I'm gonna put it in A. But I feel like with my experiences, like most of the time it's a positive experience, not negative. Okay, Huntress mains, I feel like is immediately going in S, because I just like really respect people that main Huntress, because I do think it takes time to like master her skills enough to be able to main her and actually like play decently with her. And whenever I think of Huntress mains, like I think of, you know, hatchets like hitting across map and cool stuff like that. So I've just like always kind of low-key wanted to be a Huntress main. I've never actually gotten to it because I just like don't really play killer in general, but Huntress mains are just cool. Like, I don't know. And yeah, I know people get mad about Eerie Head and stuff like that, but I personally have never really had a problem with it. I think people can play however they want to play, and at the end of the day she still does have to hit you with her hatchet to do anything, so I just think that Huntress mains are cool, and I'm definitely putting her in S. Okay, Billy is kind of another one of those funny ones where like either they're like a complete noob and it's super fun and easy to juke them, which is like me when I play as Billy. And then there's like the super scary Billies with Tinker that kind of just like randomly appear when you're doing a gen and just like down you instantly. So I think like either way, like Billy mains are like pretty fun to play against. And I feel like most of the people that actually end up maining Billy are like really, really good with him, and like they're really good at like doing the tight corner turns and sneaking up on people, and they're really good with the chainsaw. Which is definitely annoying and a little bit scary to play against, but it is pretty fun. I'm also gonna put Billy in S, because I just really also think it's cool if you main Billy, because I really, really struggle with Billy. I never play him because I feel like the first time I played Billy, like I was literally so traumatized by my bad experiences and how terrible I was with him that I never tried again. But, you know, I have been thinking about making a video of just like trying Billy again and just like posting to you guys like how that game went. So let me know if you're interested in seeing that, even though that would probably be like super like embarrassing for me. Okay, Hag mains. I literally like hate playing against Hag. But I feel like Hag mains are really good with trap placements, and they are definitely a very rare breed. Like I don't see Hag mains very much, but when I do, like they definitely have that trap placement down. I think Hag mains really are passionate about being Hag mains, because I know a lot of people like kind of hate on Hag and say that Hag is like annoying to play against. And of course, when I load into a match with Hag, I'm kind of annoyed because I literally like hate her traps and stuff. But I do think Hag mains are really cool. I'm gonna put her in A because I think it's cool when people main hack, but again, I usually find the play style like very annoying, like playing as survivor. So for that reason, I'm gonna put her in A. Okay, Ghostface. So when I said that there's like a couple of killers that people like really simp for, Ghostface is definitely another one of them, like in addition to Myers. When I think of Ghostface mains, like there's kind of two camps of Ghostface mains. Like there's one that's like where they're super fun, they play along and they're friendly, just like pig mains. But then there's another side of Ghostface mains where they're super toxic and they'll like teabag your dead body and stuff after killing you. I mean, so I feel like there's definitely two types of Ghostface mains. Like they're both pretty good at the game, but like one is fun and one is toxic. So I'm just gonna put Ghostface in like A because, you know, either way it's kind of interesting to see what it's gonna be, and I always think it's fun to play against a Ghostface, but I can't put it in S because like those toxic ones sometimes just really annoy me. Pyramid Head main. Now that's interesting because I feel like I haven't encountered very many Pyramid Head mains. So let me actually Google that and see. Oh my god. Feels a religious obligation to tunnel, runs barbecue and chili even though it does not synergize. Still a chat. Okay. Huge Silent Hill fan. Other than that, they just find prediction shots really fun. Yeah, honestly, Pyramid Head, I haven't really encountered very many Pyramid Head mains myself. Like, I assume probably some of them are Silent Hill fans, like that one is saying. About the tunneling thing, I don't really think I agree with that. I haven't really had Pyramid Heads tunnel me. When I load into a match with Pyramid Head, I don't really like get annoyed by it. I'm just gonna put Pyramid Head in B. Doctor. Okay, Doctor is actually really annoying, but what I like about Doctor mains is, again, like with Spirit and Freddy, like Doctor mains don't care. Like they will play Doctor because if it's fun for them, even though it's like super annoying to play against Doctor as survivors, I feel like Doctor mains are like usually pretty try hard and like they're very passionate about being a Doctor main. So I'm just gonna like put him in B because, again, I feel like Doctor mains are similar to Spirit and Freddy mains mentalities when it comes to the game. Okay, demo mains. Like there's definitely two camps of demo mains again. Like demos are either super experienced or like pretty noob. So like when they miss the shreds and stuff, it's actually really funny, but like demos that are really good are pretty intimidating to go against, and I feel like most people that main demo actually are really experienced with him. So whenever I load into a game with demo, like I find it fun either way because I'm like, you know, I don't see demo mains very much, so I think it's really cool whether they're going to be a noob or they're going to be an expert. I don't care. I know demo isn't like officially part of the game anymore, but I'm still gonna rate it because I've played against plenty of demos. So I'm gonna put demo in S because I find demo mains are really interesting and really unique. So Death Slinger mains. I feel like a lot of Death Slinger mains, like I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like these people are kind of like players that are good at like first person shooter games, and they kind of like try to bring that into DBD. I feel like Deathslinger mains, I feel like they mostly only play Deathslinger. Like I don't know if that's true or not, but I kind of do feel like they don't like play any of the other killers. Like they mostly fixate on Deathslinger. And I know like a lot of people like don't really like Deathslinger very much, so again, these people are very passionate about playing Deathslinger. I don't know, like I don't really like playing against Deathslinger, but you know, the mains are pretty cool. I'm gonna put him in like, I'm thinking A or B. I feel like Deathslinger mains are also very experienced. I'm gonna put it in B because he's one of those killers that like people are passionate about playing, but it's annoying to play against as survivor. And the stereotype is usually like not good. Like I feel like there are a lot of toxic death slingers too. Clown mains. Okay, now this is really interesting because I feel like literally nobody mains clown, and it's so sad. Like I think clown is so fun to play, but you literally never see anyone maining clown. You know, honestly, for that reason, I'm putting him in S right away, because if people like ever main clown, like I think it's so cool because nobody mains clown. Like I don't even know what to think about clown mains because nobody mains him, and I just think it's like so cool, like because I think he's super fun to play. I honestly do think clown is kind of underrated, even though it's really annoying to play against him like when you're a survivor. I think like clown would be like super fun to kind of just like learn and main, because like literally nobody does it. And I remember like the first time I ever played clown, like everybody DC'd in my match and I had no idea why. And like I asked some of like my friends at the time who were more experienced in DBD, and they were just like, yeah, people just like hate clown for like no particular reason, just because he's kind of like annoying to play against. So I don't know, I think if you're a clown main, like a lot of respect to you, because you kind of have to deal with a lot of hate, I feel like, for playing the killer that you like. Okay, Pinhead. I honestly, like, I know Pinhead is still new, but I can't. Like, if you're maining Pinhead, like, why? Please tell me why you're maining Pinhead. Because Pinhead is like really annoying to play against as survivor, and I've even tried playing Pinhead as a killer and I do not find it fun at all. And I think just, you know, if people main Pinhead, I don't understand why. Like I feel like it's just such an annoying playstyle. Like I can't. Okay, Bubba again. Like, okay, Bubba mains, like I have to say, like in my personal experience, most Bubba mains are toxic. One thing that annoys me though is that people say it's like super easy to play Bubba and like brain dead people play Bubba or something, and I do not agree with that, because I have tried playing Bubba and I don't think it's easy to play Bubba at all. Like me personally, I don't think it's easy to play him. Like I don't think it's fair to say that people that play Bubba are taking like the easy way out, and you know, like it's too easy to play him and it's just dumb to play Bubba. Like I don't agree with that, but I do think that most Bubba mains are toxic. That's been my personal experience. I'm gonna put him in like C, just because like I don't agree with that stereotype of it being like way too easy to play him. But just like my personal experience with Bubba mains is that, like, I don't know, they just like don't make the game fun. So for that reason, I'm putting him in C. Blight mains. Okay, the thing about Blight mains is that the people that still play Blight now, which is rare, are actually like really, really good at Blight. So I'm gonna put Blight mains in S, just because I feel like the people that still play Blight put a lot of practice and effort into learning his power. Because yes, Blight is hard to play, like the pinball thing, it's so hard to play. And you don't see very many Blight mains, so when you do, like, you know they're gonna be good, and I just think that's kind of cool. Artist, it's way too early to tell. Like I don't know, it's hard to tell right now, like what artist main like stereotypes are going to be. I just like haven't played against enough of them. I think I'm just gonna put her in A tier for now, but that could change like my opinion like in the future, because I just haven't encountered enough of them yet. But I feel like right now artists are either really good or really bad. Like either they're just learning the artist, or like they pick up on her skill really quickly and are really, really good with her, because she is like a really high tier killer, like based on her abilities, in my opinion. But in terms of main stereotypes, I don't really know what to think about her just yet. So I'll put her in A. It's kind of like a safe spot for her. And that pretty much wraps up my tier list. And it's kind of weird because I feel like everyone almost ended up in S. So if you main like one of the killers that I put like lower than that, maybe you're a little bit sad, and I apologize for that. But honestly, no matter what killer you play, and humane. I think you're awesome. And let me know if you agree with these stereotypes, or if you think like I missed anything, or if your experiences have been different than mine. And let me know what killer you main in the comments. Sorry if I sound really tired, but I am. Like, my holidays have been super busy, and I'm sorry I missed an upload last week. I just haven't had very much time. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you're having a great time over the holidays. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.